God is a great God, and he knew our attribute, and he knew what type of people that we would become. So, you know, we weren't pulling anything over on him. You understand? So he said we're going to be, our redemption is in the furnace of affliction. So let us go and see in Isaiah 49. Isaiah 49, Yahweh carries, because this is our mission. See, we must know our mission, and we must know why we are to be purified. Let's go to Isaiah 49 verse 6. What does it say?
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserves of Israel. I will also give thee for a light of the Gentiles, that they may be my salvation unto the ends of the earth.
Okay, so Yahweh God has given us to be a light. We are light to the Gentiles. See, we are light to them. You understand? But what did they do? What did the Gentiles do? They put the light out. They put the light out. That's right. When they said, he says, what? Because he says, and I will also give thee, meaning Israel, for a light to the Gentile. In other words, Yahweh said that he was going to not extinguish them, but he will give them a chance, and you were their light, to where they would see you, and therefore they will have a means of returning themselves from wickedness that would lead them to destruction. But when they plotted against you to exterminate you, they put out the light. See, because that's why he says that thou mayest be my salvation. See, we're salvation to where? Unto the ends of the earth. Our thing wasn't just the children of Israel. He said, man, it's a light thing if I give you this to raise them up. I gave you this to be the salvation, to deliver of all from the four corners of the earth. And we are a light to the Gentiles. You understand? They can't do anything. They can't find nothing without us. We are the light. Okay? Now let us go. And I want to go and let's go to Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 from verse 6. From verse 6. Okay, starting verse 6 to 9. What does it say?
I, Yahweh, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am Yahweh, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
You see, so Yahweh God is telling you your mission on earth. You got a mission to be a light to the Gentiles, a covenant to the people, to bring and to release the people that are in darkness. But see, we have to realize. Now, he says down here, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare before they come forth. It says, forth I tell you of them. You who? Because he only promised to tell one people. Let's go and see in Hosea chapter 5. See, he only promised to tell one people what was going on down here. And see, no matter, they can read this book. They got to get it, I hate to say it, from one people. That's right. Okay, let's go to verse 5. Let me see. Verse 5. Let me see. Hosea 5:9. Hosea 5:9. Let's go to 9. What does it say?
Ephraim shall be desolate in the day of rebuke, among the tribes of Israel have I made known that which shall surely be.
See, among our tribes. And nobody else knows what's going on but us, because we are the lifting of humanity. We are the gateway by which all humanity must come. Didn't it say there? Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So who is the you? As he says here, he says, among the tribes of Israel have I made known that which shall surely be. Now you tell me, has he dealt where it says here? Yahweh God tells the story, but the people read it and understands it wrong. You understand what I'm saying? They understand it wrong. And whose fault is it? They say they have reading comprehension. Then if they read it, why don't they understand it? Yahweh has said it, and he's put it down in these words. And when he reads, I don't see how they misunderstand it. It's so clear. It says, he said, he has not dealt so with any nation. Do you understand? Yahweh has not dealt so with anybody like he's dealt with us. And that's in Psalm 147, verse 19. He said, he showed his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. That's right. He's not dealt so with any other nation of people. We are a special and divine people. It's written here. He didn't mention one organization. We are the elect. Yahweh didn't elect everybody. Everybody wasn't his servant. It's written right here in the book. We are the elect of Yahweh, the servants of Yahweh, whom Yahweh said, he said, I'm going to deal with them in the furnace of affliction. Okay, so I just want to make it clear, because I don't want to mislead you. Yahweh's letting us know these things before they spring forward, because we hold that type of relationship with him that he so desires us to have. We can't force nothing on Yahweh God. You understand what I'm saying? Yahweh God has given us this for his glory. So when we begin to read this and to learn the truth of it, that Yahweh God is our God to help us, you know, that we might rise and come into a truth. So let us go and see how is this truth is going to manifest itself. Let's go to Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60. Because we want to know, where is this truth? Where is this coming from? You understand? I want you to realize the strength of what Yahweh God. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 60, verse 1 to 3.
Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Elohim is rising upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Elohim shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising.
Okay, now see, Yahweh God said, rise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. Didn't Yahweh say he would put his spirit on you? We just got finished reading that. And he says, for behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Didn't he say he will not give his glory to no one else? We just got finished reading it. And I will not give my glory to no one else. That's what he said. And the Gentiles, because we are light to the Gentiles, shall come to thy light, and kings to thy brightness of thy rising. So we are rising. This is the light that we seek that Yahweh God has given us. If we go to Psalm 119, let's go and see what this light is about. We want to know what this light is about, because this light is sown for the righteous. 119, okay, verse,
so 119?
yeah, 119 verse 130. What does it say here?
It says, the entrance of thy words giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple.
Okay, see, it said the entrance of thy word giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple. Let's see what the word of our God is. Okay, because this is beautiful. Let's go to let me see. It said gives understanding. Let's go to Psalm 97. Psalm 97. Yeah, see, we have to realize. Let's learn this and learn it truthfully, so we can walk. Verse 11 of Psalm 97.
Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart.
That's right. See, light is sown for the righteous. We have to know, where's the light? What is this light? Yahweh has sown it for us. You understand what I'm saying? And Yahweh God is our God. Let's go to Psalm 112. Psalm 112. At verse 4. 112 verse 4. See, you have to know what's going to happen. Don't worry about these people. Verse 4.
Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous.
That's right. See, unto the upright there arise light in darkness. Didn't it say that there's going to be gross darkness? But the upright, Yahweh's light's going to come on you. You have to know what is in store for you, because nobody is going to help us unless we know our own destiny. Let's go to Proverbs 6. See, we ain't nobody have to, once you read this, ain't nobody have to help you. You can help yourself. You understand? You don't have to go around knocking it on people's head, but they're the ones that's lost, not you. Proverbs 6. Okay, Proverbs 6, 20, 23. What does it say? Proverbs.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
Okay, it says, for the commandments is a lamp, and the Torah is light. See, you have your light. You have your light in the Torah. That's your light. You ain't no other light. That's your light. That's how you are light to the world. If you go to Psalm 119 again, Psalm 119, verse 105, it says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. What is the word but the Torah? The Torah is your light. Let's go back, and you can see in Isaiah 60, Isaiah 60, because Yahweh is saying it all. Isaiah 60, verse 19 says what? Isaiah 60, verse 19.
The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither by for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But Yahweh should be unto thee an everlasting light, and our Hayimah thy glory.
Yeah, see, Yahweh is going to be our light. And the Torah is a representative of Yahweh. You understand? The Torah is our light now. It's in us. But Yahweh God will be our light, and whom this light is to the righteous. He is our light. Yahweh is our light now in this world, at this time, at this place. He's our light. He has given us the Torah. The commandments is the lamp, and the Torah is the light. And the righteous has been sown an everlasting light, because you are a light to the world. When the world snuffed you out, they snuffed their own self out. When they touch you, there's no way back. They got to leave you alone. But Yahweh God is going to bring gross darkness upon them. Therefore, you have to understand who you are, what your journey is about, so that you may walk through the earth and know that these people are truly blind. And this is why this is the house of the devil. Because the devil is darkness. And what? Righteousness and keeping of the Torah is light and the truth. These people are living a total lie. But their stomachs are being full. So they don't want to hear nothing. Nobody don't want to hear it. Because the truth brings about a different results. The lie has sustained them in what they think is forever, but it's just for a short time. Even organized crime came to an end, and it lasted for a long time. America will last for a long time because of it, even though it has been shortly lived. These people in this earth that are in the control of rulership has done more harm to this planet than even if they gave the rulership to you. What would you do with it if you don't insert Yahweh God himself to correct what has been done so raw and careless on this earth? This planet is for everybody. You don't own nothing. You are the recipients of things. You don't own your body. You don't own your heartbeat. You learn all kind of foolish things to own things to the demise of other people. When Paul wrote his epistles, he said there are what? Treaty breakers. He told the Romans that they were treaty breakers, inventors of evil things. He told them that. These are the descendants of these people that have broken more, what? Treaties.
Invented more evil.
More, yes, they have.
Everything is evil.
Yes, right. Because evil can only beget evil. You can't, the devil gave them the atomic age. It has been a curse. It is an absolute curse. It has so much byproduct, they can't get it away, that it's heating, it's raising the temperature of the earth.
And it's using even more of it, because that's the whole fight over there with Pakistan and Iran. The fact that they want to use atomic energy for their own purposes. So they've sold it to the whole world.
Yes, sir. And how did it get out of this country? It got out of this country because of their neglect. And they was trusting people that looked like them, so people that looked like them came and got it from them. And now told it to the whole, you can go on the, it's no such thing as privacy with the computer. They will tell you everything about you. There's no privacy. Knowledge is run to and fro through this earth. This is the end. When you look up, ain't nothing hidden. They got people looking on sites to make sure that nobody go in it. If you got to look to make sure nobody go in it, why would you have it on there? Just take it off, then nobody could go in it. That makes more sense. Why would you have somebody standing there watching the site to tell the person it is not this site you shouldn't want to be on? Well, if you shouldn't want to be on it, why is the site there? You understand? I'm saying to you is that they're playing with Pandora's box. They're throwing it in the air. If they drop it and it opens, all hell will break, and the chances are if you keep throwing it in the air, you're going to drop it. But the thing about it is that they're not taking a chance this with them. They're taking a chance with this whole planet like they own it. They don't own it. They don't own nothing. I told everybody, I said, when this president finish with his term of office, I don't care who they get in it, they'll never put this country back together again. How are you going? If a president is having a conference and there are people taping it, there only have to be so many people involved. Therefore, there is a chain that has a linkage in the chain that has been broken because information is being, the president stands up and tell you, I didn't know anything about it. And then you find out he knew everything, he's a liar. And that is that what could you ever trust him with? In other words, he doesn't care because who leaked that? Who would actually take something and allow you to know that the president, such as Governor Greavy, he couldn't stay there after they found out he was a homosexual? They asked him, man, you gotta leave. You got a wife. What is she? Who is she? And you got pants on, but you got the mind of a woman. Because you want to be dealt with like a woman. You can't have these people. You find out that those that are in office that administrate are people that are verbally corrupt and that they tell you, no, I don't know anything about it. Then you get a whole footage. Who leaked that? There is a serious break in the chain of command. And like I told you, the longer the chain, the more possibility there's a leak. There is a weak chain. The smaller the chain, there's more control. But this bureaucracy is too long. Too many hooks, too many chains. And everybody ain't in agreement. So they're telling on each other. And before it's over, you're going to hear, before Adam Clayton Powell died, what did he say? He said corruption is from the top to the bottom. And that was coming out of the mouth of a dying man. So you know, he ain't lied. When that rapper got up and said that he didn't care nothing about black people, well, here's your proof. That is totally, totally true. Now, you black people better get yourselves together. And the only talk you got, you better start going into the Torah, into the prophecy, into the history, and know that Yahweh God, you better get on your knees and keep the Sabbath and do what you're supposed to be doing, because this man is coming to afflict not only you, but this whole entire globe. You understand, you have to ask for salvation from your God. Because Yahweh God is the only person that can help you. He said so in the Bible. You ain't got no help no other place. Who's going to help you? And you who are the black Americans, they don't want no parts of what? February, Black History Month. You don't even care about it. They don't care about it because they know you don't care about it, because you don't understand that when you look in the black community, you don't understand this is the residue of what slavery has produced. When you look in your community and you see the dissension and fragmentation, this was taught to you to be that way. To accept strangers. Don't be mad at the foreigners that you give your money to. You empower them in your own community. You give them your money. Why? You mean there's no black people out here that can drive cabs? That you can give them your money? There's no black girls that can do hair that you have to give them your money? They sell the very things to you that you can do for yourself. But at the same time, you should not take one ill feeling against any foreigner. They're in your community because you let them in your community. You want them in your community. So stop beefing. You go in the Pathmark, All you do is just don't go in there and the prices will go down. How much? They had one head of lettuce for how much? And they were selling it by the pound. How much was it?
$3.
You saw it for what?
$3.
That's right, a pound. How you gonna sell a head of lettuce for $3? People are giving lettuce away for 99 cents, and they're making something. Imagine you buy a head of lettuce per pound. That's unheard of. Because they come in your community and they know that you gonna buy it. And you think that the price makes it what? Better. So they up the price on you. Don't worry about real estate. They may be throwing us out of Harlem, but everybody, they must gonna give these people a lot of help because there ain't no jobs here unless they gonna be creating some other type of employment that we don't know about. But you can't tell me that there are jobs that we don't know about and all the white people gonna have jobs. You mean they gonna give it to them. It's a difference. When you was on the train, what you overheard, you heard them about some type of place where they help them pay their rent? Yeah. So I'm just telling you, don't believe them. Give me a tissue. So I'm just saying to you, don't believe them. These people are jobbing. They're not sincere. They're telling you, they're misguiding you in every way. So we have to be careful. Yahweh God wants us to keep the Torah. That's why we read it. I want you to read it every night. Just read a chapter. That's your light. Extinguish. Don't take and smother the light. That's the only light you have. Brighten it by showing dedication to your God. Pray. Because ain't nobody going to help us. But we don't need the help if we know where the help is at. The Shabbatah, Atniga, the Quadra Shah, Yahweh, Makabada, Yahweh Allahayama, Yahweh Allahayama, the Shabbatah, Atniga, the Quadra Shah, Yahweh, Makabada, Kaya, Shamasha, Magana, Yahweh, Allahayama, Shama'a, Shala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Khada. May Yahweh bless us. Berwaka, Allahayama, Ashura, La'a, Yisayira, Paladaya, Chasadawa, Ataya. May Yahweh bless us. L'Shabbatah, Atniga, Quadasha, Yahweh, Makabada. May Yahweh bless us and keep us. May the Spirit of our God be ever with us. May we not deviate to the left nor to the right. May His spirits encamp about us. May He endow us with the spirit of obedience, that we may keep the Torah all the days of our life, that we may love our God eternally. Amen.